salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and welcome back to Vlogmas. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today's going to be just a really chaotic vlog. I forgot to film the intro to this, so I'm going back after to film the intro, and let me tell you, I had a chaotic week. The vlog is going to be a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more emotional. I had a lot of doctor's appointments this week and wasn't in the best mental headspace. I wasn't going to post this video, but I just feel like some people could relate to the feelings and the things that I was going through this week, so I'm going to leave it up. But let's just say I did cry a few times. I did talk a lot about my chronic pain that I'm feeling and just like the mental headspace that I'm in. I talked a lot about feeling overwhelmed and like my mental health. So if any of those things are triggering for you, just giving you a warning now, that's what this vlog is. I was a fucking mess in this video. So let's just roll the clips. My hair looks a mess because it's wet and I like desperately need a haircut. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm sure I'm going to have like various different haircuts. Anyways, I am about to head out the door. I have a doctor's appointment today at 9, so in an hour. I have an ultrasound appointment. I'm not really nervous about this one. I've done the ultrasounds before. They're pretty common. Just gonna get some pictures because last time I got an ultrasound, I had a cyst, I think on my right side. So they want to see if it's any bigger and if they want to remove it. I have a feeling it's still, I don't know. I don't know. My body feels like it's bigger because that area does hurt. So I would be shocked if it wasn't, but who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really nervous about this one. Usually I'm very nervous and I cry and it's a whole thing, but not today because it's just an ultrasound. So I'm going to go to that and that's it. Hi. We have an early I can't talk today. We have an early morning doctor's appointment. I gotta leave in like 10 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's supposed to be just like a consultation situation. I don't think there's any tests being run. I don't know. Sister's coming with me. She's gonna be my emotional support buddy for the day. Last time I went by myself. The time before that, my mom went with me. Yes, I am a grown adult capable of going by myself, but sometimes you just need an emotional support buddy. And that's gonna be my older sister today. Okay, it was not just a regular doctor's appointment. It ended up turning to something more like a post-op because I am definitely going to have surgery soon. I have like 2 cysts. I'm over explaining this, but I have 2 cysts that need to be removed. So it ended up turning into like talking about the surgery and agreeing to the surgery. They also confirmed that it's endometriosis, which isn't surprising. It's what I knew, what I expected, what I had been feeling. But I feel a lot better because it actually felt validating to hear it and to feel like, okay, there's something in the future that could potentially help me, like an action plan. For the appointment, I was crying. I was very uncomfortable. I have to go to work. all that crying, all of that emotional mess, and now I'm headed to work. Yeah, during the holiday season, be kind to anyone who works in customer service. I don't really work in customer service anymore. Occasionally I'll have to talk to people, but be kind to them because you never know what they're going through, okay? I literally just spent the last half hour crying, and now I'm gonna go to work with a smile on my face. So you never know what people are going through, okay? Okay. Hi. I'm so overwhelmed right now. This is not even half of the packages that I need to go through right now. I'm an older sibling and I do a good portion of the Christmas shopping for my siblings and for my family. I mean, I do have help like from my mom, but a lot of it, we break up. I can't even think. I do a lot of the Christmas shopping and I have boxes and boxes. Like, let me show you. Bin is full of Christmas gifts. That bag is full of Christmas gifts. Those are unopened boxes. On the floor we have Christmas gifts. My room is an absolute disaster right now. So I have to go through and make sure that everything I ordered did get delivered. I have to check to see what I'm still waiting on and who I still need to shop for. And then we'll figure out the packing situation where I'm going to hide these gifts. Like, a big reason it's sitting in my room in the boxes is because then people won't open them. So I don't have to hide them. But now it's just like, it's too much. I'm feeling a little stressed, a little overwhelmed, if you will. But it's gonna be fine. Sitting on the floor, and I'm gonna try and maybe go through some of these packages. Recently we went to like a small business market in my area. They do like small business Saturdays, and there's always these different pop-up shops where small businesses will, you know, have a booth and they'll sell their stuff. So I got this mug there. This is a little Christmas Stitch mug. I have a Secret Santa at work who really likes Disney and Stitch, so that's gonna be theirs. I'm gonna stuff it with some candy and maybe a gift card, and that's gonna be her gift. Then I did treat myself, and I ended up getting this stunning mug. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is so good. Okay. Guys, are you kidding me? It's strawberry shortcake! Tell me this is not the cutest thing you've ever seen. Strawberry shortcake. It has like a frosted glass. There's tissue paper in here right now, but I'm so... Oh, there's candy in here too. And then I have a really exciting package. And we're just going to ignore all of my other responsibilities right now and open this package because I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life. And I feel like... I love Mel from Mel Binds Fix, okay? She is the most talented person ever. If you follow her on Instagram, she does a lot of book bindings for different fan fictions and different books in general, but like mainly fan fiction. She is so incredibly talented. It's sick. The stuff she creates is stunning, immaculate, and she's also become a really good friend of mine. I recently started reading fan fiction, and she's like the queen. Okay, the thing with fan fiction is it's really only available on like ebook through like AO3 because they can't create physical copies and sell them. Fiction is based on an existing franchise like Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Supernatural, whatever fan fiction is being written. So they can't make any monetary value from it. So the thing is you'll find a really amazing fan fiction, but there's no physical books. It's not like you can go to Barnes & Noble and purchase it. There are bookbinders like Mel who will bind the book into these gorgeous editions. And that's what we have right here. He said happy holidays. Stop. Happy holidays to you too, bestie. We have these gorgeous bookmarks from Remain Nameless. We have Draco and Hermione. And then this one looks like a Harry and Draco bookmark. Gorgeous. You guys know I have been reading a lot of Harry Potter fanfiction, specifically Hermione. I started with Manacled, as many people do, but one of my favorite fanfictions that I read was Remain Nameless by HeyJude19. It was such a cozy Hermione fanfiction that I listened to on Spotify, and she gave me physical copies. I do a reading vlog where I read this. This basically follows Draco and Hermione 10 years after the Battle of Hogwarts. Draco is in his healing era, and he's really processing everything that had happened to him and to his family during the time of the war, focusing like on his mental health and the routines. And he has a routine where he goes to this Muggle coffee shop every day, and that is where he sees Hermione Granger in a Muggle coffee shop, and they just reconnect. Okay, they have coffee together and they fall in love, and it's so freaking perfect. It's beautiful, it's cozy, it's wonderful. One of the best fan fictions I've read. This book is so beautiful, and I'm so happy to have the physical copies. So thank you, Mel, from the bottom of my heart. I am so fucking grateful. I could literally cry. Oh my god, I just felt like so overwhelmed today with like all the packages. I had a doctor's appointment earlier today, and it was so stressful, and thank you so much. Like the fact that someone took their time and made this for me with their hands. Oh my god, and even the spine is so beautiful. And then the next one is even more special. So if you guys didn't know, one of my favorite books that I've ever read is Divine River by Marina Vivancos. I read that book last year, and it just blew every other book that I've read out of the water. But when I read that one, instantly I was just so in love, and I binge read every single book that she writes. Marina Vivancos, she is a author who writes full-length novels and novellas on Kindle Unlimited, and they really focus on like diversity within the queer community, and they're so sweepingly romantic and deeply emotional, but they're only on ebook. She does not do any physical copies, and it's criminal because all I want is a physical copy of my favorite book ever, which is Divine River by Marina Vankos. So Mel did the binding for this for me. Obviously, like, we don't own any of the copyrights or anything like that. This is for my personal use, for my shelves. But it's so stunning. It's gorgeous. So this book follows Mike, who lives in a small town, is just starting to discover his own sexuality and who he is as a person and how he identifies. His family has not been very accepting of that process, so he's never like openly come out or anything like that. Again, he lives in a really small town, but one day he gets a new neighbor next door to him. His name is Jason, and they instantly become best friends. So this is a friends lovers romance. Jason loves Mike so freaking much and is so supportive, understands him, and the romance is achingly beautiful. I was bawling for days after reading this book. It is by far my favorite romance I've ever read. I know that's saying a lot, and I do still love the books that I talk about here on my channel, like again, The Magic by Lisa Kleypas, Brutal Prince and Stolen Air by Sophie Lark, Indigo by Beverly Jenkins, Strange Grace by Tessa Gratton. Like, those are all still my favorites, but this leaps above the rest. I love it so much. So to have it in a physical copy, it literally means the absolute world to me. This honestly just made my day so much. I feel like my room is still such a disaster and just overflowing with gifts right now, but I did pick it up a little bit, and then I had to go because my brother had a Christmas performance at his school. Obviously I didn't record that because there was a bunch of kids, so that was fun. I'm using a lot of Ordinary products. This is the glycolic acid toning solution. This is the niacinamide. These are all Ordinary products, but now I'm going to use the CeraVe moisturizer, and then I'm going to use the rosehip oil. I haven't had this in my collection in a while, but I just repurchased it, so I'm going to put that on. I love the Trader Joe's hand cream as well. It's so hydrating. Okay, I feel like this video has taken a little bit of a turn, and I feel like it needs context now. I feel like the holidays can be really stressful, even though they're so much fun and filled with like fun events and time with family and just cozy things. It can also be very stressful financially, emotionally, and all that stuff. So I'm gonna leave this in here, but I did not intend to start this vlog with it being a mess. When I started recording, I was just overwhelmed because my room was a disaster. I had all these presents piling up. I needed to send out packages. I needed to send out Christmas letters. I did send out my Christmas letters. Those out. That's great, right? We completed something on our list. I also edited some videos. As this was kind of happening of me starting this vlog, I was having a lot of doctor's appointments and a lot of just pain in general. So I used to talk about it a lot on my channel. I don't so much anymore because it's a very personal thing. I mean, everyone's journey is very different, but for me, it's been a long one. It's been a long time of me. I knew I was gonna cry. Gross. Ew, nobody likes that. Stop. Me, the symptoms and the pain that I've been feeling is nothing new. It's something that I felt for 10 years, maybe even longer. Again, everyone's journey is so personal, which is why I kind of stopped talking about it on my channel, because like, I'm not a medical professional and I have no idea like how to even give you guys advice because I'm still struggling. And every single time that I would go to the doctors or talk to someone about it, I just felt like I was not being taken seriously. I felt like I was gaslit. I felt like everything was just like pushed to the side. There was no urgency. There was no feeling of like empathy, and it was really hard. I was severely depressed. I already struggle with depression and anxiety and all of those things. I felt like I was going insane. Recently, I've had, I would say within the past year, maybe 2 years, I've had more and more flare-ups, and it got to the point where it was affecting my job because I would have to call in sick, or I would be throwing up at my job. I would be in severe pain to the point of tears at my job, and just, it was affecting my daily like operational work. I was just panicking because I was like, oh my god, like I can't lose my job, but what am I supposed to do if I'm throwing up at work? I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Like, what am I gonna do? Shoot, sorry guys, this is therapy. I'm just venting. and documenting this journey. I did all that to say this. I went to the doctors to kind of continue this journey I've been on of trying to get something, some type of help. And I don't know, I just got someone who really I felt like was listening and had a little bit more empathy. And I was operating at a point where I'm so tired of crying, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that this is where the vlog is at, but I just feel like somebody can relate to this. Somebody out there is dealing with the same situation that I am. Fuck. Basically, I was operating at a point where the pain was normal to me, if that makes sense. It was my normal, at least. Like, that's pretty much all I have really known. Was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. I just have to kind of push through it, I guess. And then my mom was like, no, this is like a quality of life issue. Like, you deserve to have a life without pain. And that was just like, me? Mind blowing. For the first time, I was like, oh my God, like, this is real. This is not me mentally just going insane. So then I just had this appointment. When did I have this appointment? Last Wednesday, so a week ago. Immediately she was like, we're going to order this test. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Here's your note. Here's this. And I was like so overwhelmed. I barely could even talk because I was like, you're taking me seriously? Like, you're actually taking me seriously right now? I just wanted to cry. And I did cry. Because I was like, oh my God, thank you so much for listening to me. So then I had a appointment yesterday. And the results came back for that appointment, and now I have an appointment tomorrow as well. Yeah, it's just been a lot of crying. Lots of crying. Advocating for myself and trying not to feel exhausted. So yeah, just trauma dumped all of that on you, and I apologize. But it kind of felt fine to talk about it, and I hope you guys understand, like, if you are feeling an ounce of what I'm feeling or even more, like, just advocate for yourself. And eventually, I know it could be so discouraging, but like, you deserve a good quality of life. You guys deserve to be happy. And for a really long time I felt like I didn't deserve that, and I felt like this was just how I was going to operate. So I have to like reframe my mind to really take care of myself, really advocate for myself, and reframe the narrative that I'm not crazy. I'm not imagining things. I don't deserve this. But it's hard because that's what I had been telling myself for like 10 years. That's what this vlog is. It's kind of just like an overwhelmed, stressful situation, but I'm going to keep this in here and I'm going to keep this vlog because I feel like someone could relate to this. I'm ready for bed now. I'm not even going to talk about books because that just feels so not the vibe right now. But I did just get a package that made me cry even more. My friend Spencer got me this strawberry blanket that I need to open. And it's so special. So awkward. I'm like dripping snot. But thank you, Spencer. I really, really appreciated the gift. As you can tell, I was going through it today and that made me smile. So thank you. I'm super grateful for you guys. Please don't feel like I'm posting this video because I feel like I have to. Like, I understand, like, even though I'm doing Vlogmas, I don't have to post every single day if I don't want to. I like doing this and I like talking to you guys, and it's really giving me something to look forward to in the craziness that is my life right now. So again, now I'm crying because I'm happy and I do love you guys. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm exhausted and this was a very long clip. I don't know how much I'm gonna keep it. This is the vlog that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Yeah, this vlog is never ending and I feel like I need to end it. I really debated even putting this video up, but I'm going to because it's life, you know. Can't think about it too much or I'll cry, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but thanks for my hair's wet because I just took a shower. But thanks for being on this journey with me. We're gonna move on. I am reading, if you want to know what I'm reading. I feel like last month I did that challenge, the read a novella every single day for a month challenge. That took a lot. So now I'm kind of just reading sporadically and I don't really have a set TBR which feels nice. So I'm reading Trouble by Nyla K. So Push by Nyla K was one of my favorite books ever. Anyways, the point I was getting to is there is a side character in that book and he's getting his own book. So that is what this one is. It's called Trouble. This one follows our hero who is gay, and when he's in college, he is hopelessly in love with his straight best friend. Classic trope. That is a classic queer experience of hopelessly falling in love with your straight best friend. They end up having a moment, they end up hooking up, and the straight best friend freaks out, and it kind of ruins their relationship. So now it's following them like 10 years later, and they're reconnecting, but his best friend is married and also a pastor. So you can see how it's a little taboo. I love a book that has religious undertones because I grew up very, very religious, and I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I do believe in God and I have like my own faith, but I grew up in a culture that like purity culture and toxic. Yeah, I love seeing that in the book. I love seeing it in a book. It's one of my favorite little niche tropes. Anyways, it's very taboo, it's very forbidden. It's a male-male romance and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I love Nyla K. Truly. I've also read OnlyFans by her and I love that one. So that's what I'm reading. Had to tie books in here somewhere. Can't just be crying the whole damn video. So we're gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!